Hallo und herzlich willkommen hier beim Women's Bodybuilding Podcast, dem Podcast mit und über Frauen im Bodybuilding. Ja, ich bin Madeleine und danke, dass du wieder mit eingeschaltet hast. Ich wünsche dir bei der jetzigen Episode ganz viel Spaß. Wenn dir die Episode gefällt, lass gerne ein Abo da, gerne auch einen Kommentar und ein Like, gerne auch mit einem Feedback oder Kritik. Sei es, ob du jetzt über Spotify hier reinhörst, YouTube, Amazon Music oder Deezer. Schau auf Instagram vorbei auf der Seite. Lass mir gerne Feedback zur aktuellen Episode da. Und damit natürlich keine weiteren Infos verpasst, Instagram-Profil einmal abonnieren. Denn aktuelle News, es gibt jetzt Women's Bodybuilding Podcast T-Shirts. Wenn du dazu mehr wissen willst, schau in die Highlights. Ansonsten schreib mir einfach eine Privatnachricht, dann hast auch du bald ein eigenes Women's Bodybuilding Podcast T-Shirt. Jetzt an der Stelle erstmal ganz viel Spaß bei der aktuellen Episode und let's go. So, welcome to a new international episode here at the Women's Bodybuilding Podcast. And today with me, Women's Physique Pro and top 5 Olympia competitor, Ivie Rhein. Welcome, Ivie.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Welcome. First of all, Ivie, thank you for your time. I'm very happy that you're here. At the beginning, can't you introduce yourself for those who do not know you already?
Yeah, sure. I'm Ivie Rhein. I'm a nutritionist. I'm women's physique. A mother of 2, wife. Like a regular person. I'm from Brazil, and I've been living in USA since 2014. I started competing in 2015, was my first show.
Okay.
And yeah, and then things got just went fast.
Oh, great. Okay. So I would say we start from the beginning from your journey. How did you get into bodybuilding and how did the lifestyle start for you in the first place in bodybuilding?
When I met my husband 20 years ago, he used to compete in Brazil. So that's when I was introduced to the bodybuilding world. He works with a lot of athletes since today. And like we used to have a gym in Brazil. A lot of athletes used to go there, especially during the weekends to see him, to meet him. So I knew about it, but I thought it wasn't my thing. I used to think, oh no, it's not for me. I have 2 kids. And people used to tell me like, oh, you should try. You have a good physique. Then I think it was 2013, not sure, 13 or 14. We went to California, and I was at the Gold's Gym Venice training.
Mm-hmm.
And Charles Glass came talk to me, and he asked me, oh, did you compete? And I said, no. Oh, you should. And then I was like, maybe I really should try, right? If Charles Glass is saying that, like, maybe I should give it a try. And then I decided to do my first show in 2015. And I love it. Yeah, I decided to do it. So let's see what happens if I like it. I placed second at my first show, and I love it.
Women's?
And I told my husband, now I want to win.
So your first show already was in women's physique, or do you start competing in the other category?
I was prepping to do figure.
Okay.
And some people were saying like, figure, are you sure you should do physique? And I said, no, I'm pretty sure I'm figure. But then 3 weeks before the show, I was at a gas station and I saw Jennifer Strobel, a great, excellent figure athlete, Olympia many times, and she lived here. And then when I saw her at the gas station, I remember that I called my husband and I told him, like, I have no chance. I'm double of her size. There's no way I'm not going to win doing figure. And said, like, I told you, you should do physique. Then I changed it to physique, and it was awesome. I love it. No high heels. And
No high
Yeah.
heels, the free poses without
Yeah.
bicep. Yes.
So I started with physique.
Great. Wow. So, was it your goal to be on the Olympia stage from day one you was on stage?
No. I started to see like if I like it. Then I love it, and I said, okay, now I want to win. So it came like step by step. I when I won my first overall, that it was Europa Orlando here. I I really I realized that I could do really good. So let's go become pro, and then
Yeah.
that was my goal first. And of course, like 18 months later, I became pro. And then, okay, now I want to win a pro show and hopefully qualify for Olympia. That it just like step by step. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So, how was your first pro show? The first pro show, like um, the first place, second place, or how was your first pro show ever?
My first pro show, it was Europa Orlando here.
Ah, mhm.
My first overall and my first pro show. I placed
Okay.
it fourth. It was
Wow.
it was amazing. I love it. Like in my hometown, like with my friends over there, my family, and it's a special show for me. Like I
Yeah.
used to go there to watch before I started competing. So it was really really special. I love it.
Wow. I know, I know. It's I think this event is very amazing. You have a pro show, you have placed four with your family, your hometown, so it's amazing.
Yeah.
Um, just a little bit about your prep. What is for you the biggest challenge, or is the prep for you a challenge? And what is for you the biggest challenge in a prep?
Uh,
Or are there any challenges for you
okay.
in a prep, or you say
I think
easy?
like I like when we are in prep, we're always seeing our body changing daily. Like sometimes it's hard when we get stuck, but you are seeing the progress. So I think it's really challenging for me being off season
Okay.
because like when we look in the mirror, you don't see the thing that we want. Like it's amazing enjoying food, enjoying time with my family and with my friends, and more freedom. But at the same time, it's hard to deal with the look. Like
In the off season, yeah.
yeah, it's like, oh, like, I look fat. And honestly, I'm not fat, but I'm not that
The
lean.
feeling
So
is not good in
yeah,
the off season from the
yeah.
body, yeah.
Yeah, but we know that to to um, to be successful, like to prove, we need the off season. Like we need to refresh,
Yeah.
the body and the mind and everything. But during the prep, I think is the routine. Like with my kids and my family and work and like everything. I try, of course, not miss anything with my kids,
Mm.
but it's really hard. Like my son plays soccer, so now he's in Atlanta with his team. I didn't need to go, but he usually has games during the weekends, and we need to travel, and I need to find a gym to work out. I need to get all my meals with me.
Yeah.
So this thing, it's
A little bit difficult.
yeah, but I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it being my routine. I love like being there watching him and living this life, like
Yeah.
um my daughter says like, okay, like every place that we go, we travel, we only know the gyms and the soccer fields. And I said, yeah, I'm sorry. That's how it works.
The most important thing in the life, yes.
Yeah.
So actually, you said the very important part is the routine for you. So how looks a day in your life, and which routines are very fixed in your day?
Um, Now here it's summer, so kids are done with school. But usually I woke up like about 6, get my kids ready for school, and then I go training. Usually after my second meal, training, cardio, and then come back, get kids from school, and then like driving my son to his practice, get back, things at home. Sometimes doing, usually doing work on my computer. Like
The
it's like a
normal
regular
stuff.
life. Yeah, normal life. Like um, things here.
Yeah.
Dishes, laundry. Yeah.
Yes. The normal
Yeah.
things. Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Um, you're actually a part of Trained by JP.
Yeah.
And there are also a lot of questions about the training.
Hmm.
What is your training intention? Like JP with progress overload, or how and why do you train?
I use it to train like high volume. Like most of the time I used to train that way. Last year we noticed like that I wasn't recovering very well. Like I was feeling stuck, like not progressing and super tired. Then we changed the split and a little bit of the intensity, not the intensity, but the volume of the training. So I started training 3 days and one off.
Mm-hmm.
So I did this all last year,
Yeah.
before Tampa and before Olympia. This year we are doing a bit different. I've been training like 3 days and then one off, legs, and then off again, and
Mm-hmm.
then again started
Repeat.
all over. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. And I've been training more like the JP style. He, of course, he's helping me, and because I don't want to, and I can grow my upper body. So
Okay.
the feedback that I got from Sandy, um, after Olympia, it was like, your upper body is perfect. Don't change anything. Don't grow. Don't change nothing. Nothing. Just
Yeah.
so I've been working on my legs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to maintain my upper body. It's really hard, right? Because I love training back and shoulders, of
Yeah.
course.
So
But
your back is insane, and
yeah,
if I'm
thank you.
watching your videos and your pictures on Instagram, every time I think, man, this thick back, amazing. I want this too. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been training, and I've been doing legs once a week with Joey Bennett.
Mhm.
He has been helping me there to improve my quads, and of course with training too. So yeah, we changed it this season now.
What is the biggest change in your leg training? When you say the legs are your biggest weakness and you have to change some things in your training, what is the most or the biggest part in the change from your leg training? For yeah.
Um, okay. The feedback that I got is that sweep quads, especially, and more separations. Like especially when you see like my posing, like some pictures or like on the front relaxed one, you can see like my upper body overpower
Hmm.
my my legs. So that's the thing. So I've been doing like one day, it's focused on hamstrings, and I have one or two for quads,
Mhm.
And then on Fridays, I'm doing quads and just one for hamstring. We've been working like not much working sets. Like I think like last Friday we did like 10 working sets.
Okay.
I thought I can't remember exactly, but I think that was it. Um, and you know, heavy weights, failure, and
As hard as
everything.
possible.
Total
Okay.
package. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So the weak points, legs are actually get the most focus in your off season and your prep for this year.
Yeah.
Because I think I think your start and preparation for the Olympia this year.
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
I started already. Yeah.
Yeah. You're already
Hmm.
now in the prep right now.
Yes.
Cool. So
Yeah.
the Olympia. So you are already how many weeks out? 16 weeks out?
No, no, no. 18 in
18.
5 days. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Mm,
That was the plan, like starting about 20 weeks, 20, 24.
mhm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, like no, I think at this point, like at the Olympia and the level of all the athletes and everything, um, I think most of us started like really early.
Yeah.
No rushing, no starving, no ending hours of cardio, like
Just a little bit more time, less stress.
yeah.
So, what is your goal for the Olympia this year? So, last year, 2020, you were a top 5 at the Olympia. Do you have a special goal for this year?
Better placing always. Yeah, like in 2019 I placed 15.
Wow.
So
Mm.
right after Olympia, we were talking, and then I said to my husband like, okay, I want to qualify again, and I want to be top 10 because I want to be in the show night, the finals. I want to do my routine. And but then when we got the Tampa, and I won Tampa and I qualified, I realized that I could do better than 10. So then we started talking about like, okay, let's go for the top 5 and qualify it already for next year.
Yeah.
So that was my goal, being top
Wow.
5. Now, of course my goal is like better placing, like at least top 3. But I'm training, it's all in.
Yeah.
I've been doing everything that I can to, I don't know, place first. That's the goal. I think that's the goal for everybody that's
Yes.
prepping and going there. Like when you're prepping for a show, and I place top 5 already. I think that's my goal now.
Yeah. I think it's important that you have a winner mindset and in your prep to say, okay, I want to get first, or I want to be like you, a better placement than last year. I think it's very important to have this mindset in a prep.
Yeah.
Yeah. A very, very good question. Who is the most important person for you during your prep?
Oh my gosh.
Your
Just
husband?
one. Just one.
No, you can say me more names.
Um. Okay. My husband is really important. He knows how my body works. So he's important, like to help me to, and not just with the prep, but especially with my home. Like
Hmm.
going out with the kids and like Sometimes I told him like, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed, I'm so tired, and oh, don't worry, I'm gonna take our kids and just
Yeah.
rest, go. So it's really important that my kids, of course, because they are so amazing, so lovely. They understand what I've been doing. They support me always. And of course, a coach. It's really
Yeah.
important because sometimes we freak out, like, oh, my body's not changing. I'm not going to be ready.
I'm
And
looking so
when,
flat.
yeah, I'm fat, or whatever. Nah. But it's good. Like the coach can like calm you down and say, don't worry, I'm here. I have everything under my control. I know what I'm doing. And I said, oh, okay, yeah, I know. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
And behind these two people who are very important, or the biggest person during a prep, do you have a person who inspiring you during a prep, or other athletes during your whole career who was a big inspiration for you for not giving up?
Um, when I'm in prep, I usually start not looking at the other athletes. Like I remember before the Olympia, I stopped looking at Instagram, for example, and seeing pictures of the other athletes, and I asked it like everybody, please don't show me. Like, oh, look at her, look. I don't want to see because it's not under my control. How they look, how they present themselves. So I just try to focus on me and what I'm doing. But there are a few people that really inspire me. I started training, not exactly competing, but I started training and because of Dan Eileen Bailey.
Yeah.
I remember I saw her in the expo, and I told my husband, "Oh my gosh, I want to have shoulders like hers." And not just because of her shoulders, of course, but all her career. Like how he how she represents the sport until
Yeah.
now. She's not even competing anymore, but she's like a
She's
super
so a great
professional.
woman. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and in terms of physique, of course I love Juliana Malacarne. It's like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, she's so beautiful, so feminine, and
Yeah.
at the same time, muscular enough. So I think they are both my inspiration. Like as an athlete, I think them. Yeah, for sure.
I think Daniel and Bailey is one of the athletes from everyone who begins with female bodybuilding or women's bodybuilding. Everybody knows Daniel and Bailey, first women's physique Olympia winner,
Yeah.
and I know her also too. And I think Daniel and Bailey is one of an inspiration from every athlete, I would say.
Yeah. In terms of training, two people two people inspire me a lot.
Yeah.
Talking about women, okay, because there of course there are a lot of guys, but talking about women, Michaela,
Mhm.
because she's a beast. Oh my gosh, I trained with her I think twice, and she's so freaking strong. It's amazing. And Corinne, of course, she's,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'm watching all the videos with Corinne and Jordan, and my husband and I, we every time we watch a video, we say, one time in the future, we we're making holidays in England, go to the gym and train with Corinne.
Yeah.
So you trained
I
with
think I would
Corinne?
die, but yeah.
Yeah. So you already have to train with Corinne together, or you want to train with her?
I would love train with her. I train with Michaela already,
Mhm.
but not with Kareem. Yeah, but
She's
I would love to.
Oh yes. Do you like it to train very, very heavy?
Oh, okay. I love training heavy. Love. Um, and I think I'm pretty strong. Like not exactly like her or like Michaela because they are like I think they are on in another
From
level.
yes.
Yeah. But that's the way that I like to train, like really, really heavy,
Yeah.
going to my limit like all the time.
I think that's also very important to train to a limit from another planet.
Yeah.
Um, is it a goal, or is this also striving for a class to change into women's bodybuilding?
No,
No?
no, 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 no. It's funny because a lot of people ask me this, and even right after Olympia, and I was like, why I would do that? Like, I placed at fifth, like I did great.
Yeah.
So there's no point, like, oh, but no, it's not in my plans.
So no future goal for you for the next 5 years to say to switch the category. Um, women's physique is the one and only category.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have any plans to change. Okay. And people used to ask me like, like for how long are you gonna be still competing? And I said, I don't know until I like it, until I have fun, and um, I'm not. I'm 42 years old, so I think like I'm not sure if I'm gonna be competing for 5 years. I'm not
As
sure.
long
I'm
as
not.
it's possible.
Is it possible? But like until now, I'm having fun. I like
Yeah.
it. I enjoy being prep. I enjoy being the stage. So um, I'm just living now. Like
Yeah.
prepping
Yeah.
for the next Olympia and see how I do there, and then I see what's going on.
Yeah.
Don't have plans. I don't have plans to change to switch to women's bodybuilding because I didn't want to grow, you know,
Mhm.
like more than except for my legs that I need to catch up with my upper body, but I didn't want to like grow like shoulders and back,
Yeah.
arms. It's not in my plan.
So you, okay, yeah, like you said it already. It's not your plan to grow more in your upper body.
Yeah.
Hmm. So, what aspect of I'm sorry. What aspect of bodybuilding came easy from the start? That's hard questions, I know.
Yeah, this one is I think the discipline, you know,
Mhm.
um, the routine, because we live in a routine. But I love it, and
Yeah.
I think I always like that. Like living, having this thing like every day doing the same things. Like, and to be successful in bodybuilding, you need to be like you need to have discipline. It's not about motivation. We know
Yeah.
that. So I like to this thing like I know I need to think what time I'm going out, what time I'm coming back to see how many meals I need to get with me. So I like this thing, to be
Yeah.
on a schedule always. I think I think this part was the easiest one for me.
Mm, like you said it already, the discipline is the hardest part. Um, what does it mean to you to be professional? Does anything change, or has anything changed in your attitude since you went to pro?
Mm, um, I think I started taking care. more about myself in off season,
Hmm.
because we usually like right after a show we have this thing like, oh, I want to eat everything that I want now. I can relax, but then we know that this time off season truly is the time to improve.
Yeah.
So I started like not going crazy after shows, and like not that rebound that we go like,
The food cravings and water bloat.
yeah. I think it was the biggest change, like really um knowing that the off season is not the time like just, oh, I'm free now. No,
Yeah.
it's not like that. Yeah. If you wanna be better on your next show, you need to be careful in your off season and just work harder than in prep.
Yeah. Does change anything in your if you do something for your regeneration? So do you looking in your off season more like for a massage, for physiotherapy, or to look for a better sleep? Does change anything for in this part from your off season to your prep?
Um, yeah, especially sleep. But I try to sleep better, especially in prep.
Hmm.
When we get more stressed, like sometimes we are hungry. But yeah, I think sleep is one thing that it's really important for me. I used to tell my friends, okay, I can be hungry, but I can be like sleepy. Like lack of sleep makes me feel like so um mad. You
Yeah,
know, it's like I
too much.
yeah. So I think it's the biggest thing for me during the prep is lack of sleep. I need um, to really focus on that. Rest.
Yeah. Is it hard for you to have a rest day, or because all we bodybuilders love to train, but is it hard for you to have a rest day to say, okay, today I don't train, or do you say, okay, this rest day I really, really need this one?
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not that hard for me. um, there was a time when I think, oh my gosh, no, I no day offs, but like for now, I can say that if you don't need a rest day, you're not training hard enough.
Hmm.
Like we need it. Like
Yeah.
our body, we can handle like just go hard, 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 like every day, and no rest, no layoffs, no. This is bullshit. Like we need it. We
Yeah.
need to recover. We need to rest. We need to refresh. Um, it's not hard for me.
Okay. One very big important question I forgot. Um, what is the first thing after a competition when you go up from the stage? What is the first thing you do? Or what is the first thing you want to eat after a show? Especially from the sweet part.
Sweet part. Okay. Um,
Do you have any special food you really want to eat after a competition, like a cup of Reese's or something else?
um, um, okay. I love, love, love pizza. Before I start prepping, my last cheat meal is always pizza.
Yeah,
And like right after a show, my first cheat meal, like my first, because usually after a show we have some photo shoots, so we need to, and to not have all that rebound, we go like little by little, like a reverse diet.
yeah,
And so, but my first really cheat meal is always pizza. Always. About sweet, I'm from Brazil. So my taste is a little bit different than here. Like I love chocolate, but I love everything that has coconut.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. So there's a sweet treat that we have in Brazil. It calls beijinho. It's with coconut, and I usually ask my daughter to do for me.
Oh.
Yeah, that I love it. Yeah, I love ice cream and chocolates, but beijinho, it's my favorite one.
Coconut is important. Coconuts are important on the show day or after the show day.
After the show, yeah, yeah.
Mm, we have the questions already in between from the last questions. What are your goals? Especially, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Not especially in bodybuilding or from the placement. So for and all over your life,
Uh-huh.
where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, and what are your plans?
Um. Okay, this is another one that is hard to tell.
I'm so
Um.
sorry.
No, that's okay. uh, it's like we have plans here. My husband and I like to open a gym here. Um, we already have a lot of equipments because of the COVID. We set up a gym here at home, and we used to have a gym in Brazil. So now we have a lot of equipments, not only here at my house, of course, but one of the plans is to open a gym here. In like I don't know, probably this year. Um, but like I said, I have two kids. My daughter is 16, so in 2 years she's gonna be in college.
Yeah.
She's gonna do college here for sure. But my son, he plays soccer, and his goal is to be a professional player. He's only 13 and he's doing really great. He's already under contract with Orlando City.
Okay.
So, and we know that for him to achieve his goal to be a professional player, maybe US is not the better place for him. So
Yeah.
we know that maybe we should like move, maybe to Europe or come back to Brazil, depending on the opportunity that he can have.
Yeah.
So it's not really
It's
maybe.
open.
Yeah, it's open because he's only 13, I know, but like you are in Europe and South America, we know, especially for soccer, the boys starting getting the path to become professional really early,
Yeah.
with about 15. So we know it's coming, like for him. And yeah, it's open. I'm not sure. I've been working on my not that I don't have plans for 5 years, but I've been like living
You live the
now.
life and look what happened in the
Yeah,
best way.
yeah. I have some options.
Yeah. Well, that's also great. Yeah. Last question. Do you have a special, or do you want to say something to a new athlete, new competitors who are new in bodybuilding and the competition area, who say, I want to be in the future to be a pro? Do you have something from yourself who want to give these young athletes?
Yeah, I think one thing is like be patient. Like don't rush the process. It's um you need to be don't wait to be motivated all the time because people love asking that. Oh, how you to be so motivated? No, I'm not. It's not that how it works. We do some days we just do it. Like,
Yeah.
okay, let's do this. Let's have this done now. And but don't rush, enjoy the process, enjoy seeing your body changing, enjoy being on the stage. It's so fast, we prep for so long, and then we have like 5 minutes on stage.
Mm.
So yeah, enjoy every minute there, like, and just don't rush it, like, because it's amazing being prep. It's amazing, being on stage, become pro, and achieve your goals. But life is much more than bodybuilding, much more.
Yeah.
Like, we have. I'm not saying that, you can like live your life. Yes, we can. It's not easy. It's not easy
Mm.
going out with my kids and not eating the same thing that they are eating. But I know that I need to be there for them. It's
Yeah.
important. So it's more than bodybuilding. And remember, it's our choice. Like, sometimes we are so stressed, and it's easier, like, just treating others like,
Yeah.
and it's not their fault, like, it's my choice. I choose that for me. I
Yeah.
choose to be in prep. So I hate when people say, oh, I'm sorry, I feel sorry that you can't eat this. No, don't feel sorry.
I think we
I,
know
I
this. Well, yeah.
yeah, I'm not eating that because I don't want to. I
Yeah.
can. I can eat whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. It's just not the time, because I have a goal. I
Yeah.
have something bigger for me now. Maybe, I don't know, next year I can do that. But uh, now is not my time. That's it. Don't feel sorry for me. Don't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always our choice, always.
Perfect. Yeah. So it is. Yes. Thank you for these words. At the end, for all those who do not follow Ivy already yet and want to stay up to date, should leave a subscription with her on Instagram. So I get linked her on Instagram and on YouTube. So Ivy, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for the great conversation and continue be very successful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, everybody that follow me. It's been an amazing journey. Like, I never imagined that.
Yeah.
It's I really love. I really love
That's the
all.
biggest and important thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
To love what you do. Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Ivy, thank you very much. I will follow it and we see us and yeah, thank you to have you here.
Oh, thank you so much.
So I wish you a very
Bye.
nice day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.